My friend Anurag, he's a comedian, he jokes a lot, and he says, at your funeral, just realize that there'll be people already scoping each other out for their next date or such. At your own funeral. And I didn't know if I should laugh or giggle, but now I'm giggling because I realize it's true. Legacy is an illusion when it's sourced only and grounded only in the material, in taking care of your family, in taking care of those that'll continue, in taking care of and supporting in legacy anything on the material dimension. It becomes more and more real when we surrender and relax and we recognize even the most grandest of us who are crafting legacies, who have the capacity to craft legacies of great meaning, that we too will be forgotten. How many great emperors, empresses have been around on this planet since time immemorial? How many great kings and queens? How many of them do you remember? A few? A few in history that make it into documentaries and history books? Perhaps they made an impact and were remembered for 10, 20, 50, 100 years. Are forgotten. Some greats, Jesus, Buddha, we hear about their names, but do we know much about any of them? Just maybe this much. And from only what others have said about what they've said and what they've said. But truly, those are the rare beings. The most soberest thing to recognize is myself, you. We may never become that big. We may never become that memorable that we last hundreds, if not thousands of years in the memory of humanity. So what do we do with that? What do we do if we realize that our material legacy intentions are truly sourced in our ego's desire to be immortal, which it can never be because it's finite and very mortal, to say the least. You see, our legacy crafting, our legacy yearnings, although noble in many ways, sometimes and deeply have their roots in the fear of death, the fear of we may be totally forgotten. So let's go down that road of being absolutely forgotten for a moment. What would it feel like inside yourself to surrender to the fact that one day you'll be forgotten absolutely? When we die, we will be forgotten. Our loved ones will remember us, and when they die, they'll be forgotten. Who knows how long that'll take? So what's left with all of ourselves is totally dissolved back into the realm of no memory for anyone, like most of the humans that have ever lived. What legacy can we leave from this place of sobriety, of nothingness? Spiritual legacy. Spiritual legacy is sourced in this now moment through silent power, without accolades, without your name being printed anywhere, without the hospital having your name on it, without being in the history books. Our spiritual legacy, as opposed to our material legacy, is how deeply have we loved, how deeply have we expressed the freedom that we already are, how fully have we supported the love, the freedom, the liberation of others right now, today, in our whole life. It's sobering, isn't it? Because there's nothing to grasp on. The sacred ancient warriors, they were content to be absolutely forgotten, dissolved, disappeared in the giving of their full heart. So I challenge you, let's go deeper into legacy, all of us. Let's recognize, rather than trying to keep our ego's desire for immortality perpetuating through goodness, through some contribution, what if we allowed ourselves to sink back into our mortality and then ultimately our total forgettingness, and that all will forget us totally. And from that still point of nothingness, now serve. Now with every breath serve. Now serve in the most simplest ways, which require no kudos, no placards, no tax receipts. A legacy that's sourced in the infinity of this now very moment. Our legacy of how open have we been and can we be starting today? How open can we be with all those that we touch and we cross paths with? How connected can we be so that we share moments of oneness like right now? Moments of intimate connection, soul to soul, human to human, spirit to spirit, being to being. The legacy that transcends yesterday, that will transcend the tomorrows and plants us firmly into the sobriety and the expansion and the beauty and the fullness of now.